Welcome, مرحبا.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
My name is Heba Ahmed. I am the General Secretary for the General Directorate for Investment and Private Sector Development. We will be sharing already a PowerPoint with you that we developed for discussion today. And I think it will be shared after this meeting. Okay.
It's here, but إذا ممكن 10
Okay.
دقائق. 10 دقائق إذا ممكن.
Okay, sure.
So please, you can go on. Yes.
Okay, so I will go very quickly. I name this as you name it, we have it. What does that mean? I think all the previous speakers spoke about the vast resources that Sudan has, but I think the main issue is how to bring these resources into actual investments. And this would be my role as a General Secretary. So the current developments, we kind of, in the last 6 months, we have been extremely busy preparing the ground for next year, where we will open for business starting December at large scale. So we established new organizations. We had new strategies, laws and regulations. We enhanced the doing business environment. And of course, we try to combat corruption and fix failing systems. In terms of new organizations, the next slide. In terms of new organizations, so the General Directorate for Investment and Private Sector Development was created in December 2019. And it's for the first time we do have actually one body that is responsible for private sector, its needs and challenges. Within this department, we have an SME focused department, which is also for the first time in Sudan's history that we have one government organization that is focusing on small and medium enterprises. We established an SME fund. This SME fund is to complement the work of all the banks for microfinance, but focus on covering the risk of newcomers to the market. We think that the SME sector is extremely vital for youth employment, for growth, and for all other things that Sudan is aspiring for. We combined also the Sudanese Free Zone, which is an organization used to be very weak, and now we're revamping it. We're working with UNIDO to create an SME law, which we don't have, an SME strategy and policy for SMEs. We also revived the Free Zone law, and we have a Free Zone strategy and GIS map. All this is important later when we speak. We have also, of course, a new investment law to replace the 8 investment laws we currently have. And we have a unified national law, of course, which is extremely important for us to reduce procedures and so on. In the past, there is usually like businesses used to pay around 17 different annual fees per project. We're trying to reduce all this to only 2 fees and so on. Also, we established a multi-agency land council because land is really abundant here, but the regulations and the implementations of the law were challenging in the past few years. We also now putting the public-private partnership law into action, and also we establish a higher council for PPP policy, regulation, and project evaluation, approval of project bids. And this will be extremely important when we focus on infrastructure and larger projects. In terms of doing business environment, the Prime Minister himself is committed to enhance our ranking. We rank very low, unfortunately, right now, by 20 points by 2024. We have a specific program with the World Bank and the IFC to reduce the procedure time and cost of doing business and strengthening the legal environment. We already started this program with all, of course, smart indicators to measure our progress. Also, we have just a single government institution to coordinate and create a multi kind of organizations and government bodies so we can enhance the doing business all together because this is not only the work of the investment authority, but the work of everybody. Anti-corruption, of course, we are taking measures as part of the government total strategy. It is not only us, but we're working with others to enhance the transparency and increase kind of trust in the investment environment of Sudan. We already, in the new law, we have very clear provisions of how to protect foreign investors and make sure that their interest is well preserved. This is also anti-corruption. You will have the entire presentation. You can read it in more details. But what is important is for me is this section, is that the future opportunities and commitment to work with Italian businesses. So the government of Sudan is fully committed to work, of course, with Italian private and public sector organizations to create win-win opportunities. We would like to actually double both the volume of trade and the volume of investments of Italian companies in Sudan in the coming 3 years. And we will work with you diligently to ensure that this happens. This of course requires two pillars of a strategy. The first one is, I think we need to work together on writing a strategy, a long-term strategy, maybe a 10-year strategy of how to actually enhance business relations and double the trade volume and the investment volume. But in the short term, there are very abundant opportunities for low-hanging fruits that we can start immediately. So as I mentioned before, we are going to focus on SMEs, which means that in the coming immediate future, we're also going to focus on small industries. Pretty much, we would like to immediately start on small machineries and things that help SMEs. Italian companies may sell small machineries at large scale in the Sudanese market through dealerships or any other arrangements. In general, the Sudanese law does not require Sudanese partners to be if we have a foreign investor. Although I know a lot of Sudanese businessmen would love to work with Italian partners, but the law doesn't require this. So any Italian can come here, get whatever they need to establish their business, and we will be supporting them. Also, we think that if we kind of provide small machineries from certain companies regularly, this will help us to facilitate training, maintenance, and provision of spare parts. We are focusing on industries that depend entirely or maybe 70% on domestic raw material. And we would like to start with importing simple and uncomplex technologies for easy maintenance and for SMEs to flourish. We have large markets, and of course, any arrangement can easily include partnerships that begin with training and end with after-sales service, such as maintenance and provision of spare parts. As I mentioned, we can work with the Italian government on providing, training at large scale, specifically technical training for SMEs, because young people, we have high unemployment among young people. What are the important industries for value added? We have cotton-based supply chains from the field to ready-made clothing. This is a big area that we would like to target. Also, leather-based supply chains or animal-based supply chains, pretty much. Even before leather, we are very interested in a kind of, meat industries, also, leather industries, fertilizer industries, if possible. Agro business, of course, and agro industry, like pasteurization and dairy product manufacturing. Furniture industries are going to play a big part. We have also drying, squeezing of vegetables and fruits. This is a big market here, and unfortunately, we don't have many industries in that. And of course, infrastructure and large-scale projects based on PPP arrangements, like, water and sanitation and roads and the port, all kinds of large projects that require large capital, and packaging and export processing industries. These are just like low-hanging fruits that we can start immediately. So I'm suggesting 3 things to start like immediately if we can. We can establish a Made in Italy fair that we can make in maybe April 2020 or even maybe later, if depending of course on the coronavirus and how how fast we can work on it. And we can bring all financial institutions, Sudanese and foreign, so that they are part of this fair, so they can provide financing specifically for small industries to buy machinery and start businesses. Of course, the fair might also include any other consumer products that Italian industries can sell in Sudan. So this fair, I think, will be a very good start, for us to establish at least public awareness about, Italian industries, Italian businesses, and how we can, help each other. I'm also the head of the Sudanese free zones. So we do have a free zone that is ready planned with all infrastructure. It has everything. It just needs a little bit of revamping. It's called the Garib free zone. We just provided it with extra electricity and everything. And actually this free zone, we would like to establish as an export processing free zone, because it is in the middle of a lot of agri industry, suitable lands and farms and so on. It is already equipped, as I said, with electricity and infrastructure. It's 26 square kilometers, 40 of which is industrial and 60 of which is commercial. We can pretty much give you exclusive rights on this free zone, to start export processing, including packaging and so on. And of course, this will help us, increase the value of it. The third thing is we are offering is an Italian help desk in the Investment Authority. And this help desk in the General Directorate will just focus on project-specific advice and support for Italian investors based on demand. So I think this is it. This is just short-term, low-hanging fruits. But I truly believe that, the relationship, the strength of it, and the objective really calls for a very specific strategy that can help all of us build long-term plans together. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Hiba Mohammed.